In this video, I'm going to show you all the parts unboxed and exactly how to assemble step by step this Central Machinery 20-ton Harbor Freight shop press. This is all the materials unboxed. Before we get started, I wanted to clarify something about these 12 nuts and bolts. They both have 17mm nut and bolt heads, and they're both M10 thread size. But there is 8 that are M10 by 20 threads and 4 that are M10 by 25 threads. The first step of putting this together is to lay out your frame post like this with your base section support feet underneath it and your center frame support in the center here. We're going to use the longer of those bolts that we just mentioned, the M10 by 25, that are going to use 17mm sockets and wrenches to go through these 2 holes through the frame post, into the support feet, and into the center support to hold all 5 together. Now we're going to use the other 8 shorter nuts and bolts in order to install the base frame support brackets. There's going to be 2 going on either side here, each one diagonally from the front to the center and the back to the center. Now we're going to slide the support pins in to hold the press apron up. Doesn't matter which way the press apron goes, it's the same on both sides. We're going to use the 4 largest nuts and bolts to hold up the upper beam through the pre-drilled holes on the frame posts. These bolts are M16 by 120 and they take a 24mm socket or wrench. Now the upper beam is direction specific, but you can tell by the plate on the bottom and the hole that the press goes into, as well as a sticker, which direction it goes. The plate and the hole goes on the bottom. Now we're going to install our 2 eye hooks into the jack plate. The top of the jack plate is this square base where the press is going to get bolted onto. I only threaded the nuts on the eye bolts about 1 inch, because once we put this bracket in here, the press or the bottle jack, which is going to be what makes the press work, is going to get installed into here. There's going to be springs holding this up. The springs simply slide right into the eye hook, and then you lift it up, and then the springs will slide over top of these bars to hold it up. The bottle jack slides right in on top of the base plate. You want to push a little bit of pressure down, and that'll allow it to slide into the round part here at the top. After that, we're going to use our last 2 bolts to secure the bottle jack into place. You're going to use a 6mm either socket Allen key or regular Allen key. Now that it's put together, I'm going to put the arbor plates on the press apron. Grab the bottle jack handle and test it out. Before you press this down, you're going to want to turn this clockwise in order to allow pressure to build up in here. Slide this in and just start pumping away. This is the biggest downfall to a manual press. You have to pump it a million times to get it where you want it. This is as low as it goes, about a 6-inch drop. But you can adjust these up or down, and you can even get different metal plates or accessories in order to help press things in. To retract it back up, you just use your jack handle to turn this counterclockwise and it'll go right back up. For now, I'm just going to keep my jack handle here with a little magnet in front of it to hold it in place. This is a really good press as it is right out in the box, but there's a lot of modifications you can do to make it better. Check out my other videos for the things that I did to make this better. And that's how you set up the Harbor Freight 20-ton press. If you liked this video or it helped you out at all, please comment to let me know, like the video, and subscribe to check out my other videos in the future that I have coming out. Thanks a lot and hope you enjoyed it.